Coming at you from the Steel City, you're listening to Poor Man's Podcast, Pittsburgh's premier comedy podcast. Your weekly dose of humor, hosted by Chris Hopper and with a new special guest each week. And here's your host, Chris Hopper.
Woo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Poor Man's Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Along with me, as always, this is wonderful. This is beautiful. This is talented. This is Shaylee, baby. Shay, how are you this evening?
Oh, I'm doing so good. Happy to be here.
Shay was making fun of my intro earlier, how I say the exact same thing, but it's muscle memory. And you know what? People like what they know.
Listen,
They
I
like what
love
they
it.
know, man.
I'm obsessed with
We
it.
discussed that with the movies last week. You know, how are you going to have an Uno movie? How are you going to have other things? You've heard of it. That's why they have it.
Exactly.
And another person you may have heard of. What a transition, Shay. Another person you may have heard of. You know that voice. And you may have seen her food pictures everywhere. From Pittsburgh Foodie Girls, we have Michelle Koper.
Hey guys, how are you?
We missed you. It's been a while.
It has been, Michelle.
Summer's going by so quickly.
What the? I
It feels like it's going like really fast, but there's like, it also feels very exhausting, which is weird. Usually it's not hand in hand. Like it's an exhausting time, but an extremely busy time.
Yeah, I'm busy, but busy fun most of the time.
Yeah. I don't want to have something to do every single day.
Got me.
I don't want to have. I was literally just telling Chris this earlier. I don't want to have something to do every day. Like my niece and nephew are here visiting, and I love my niece. She's 14, so like we have a lot of fun together. There's a lot of things that we do, but I don't want to wake up and have to talk to somebody and say, you know, what do you want to do today? How's it going? What's happening? I just want to be able to be lazy and just sit on my couch and pretend to watch TV because I've not turned my television on in years plus until she came. So I'm just exhausted in the situation. Being a parent is really hard, and I've only been a parent for 5 weeks. So
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to fix Michelle's mic real quick. Hey, Shay.
yeah,
Is there something you want to talk about real quick?
yeah.
Can you talk about something for about 32 seconds?
I can. I went to the gym today with the one and only Jess. I'm sure you guys have heard of her plenty of times, and we were just chit chatting about our comfort movies. And her comfort movie is House of a Thousand Corpses, which I am obsessed with the fact that that is a comfort movie for her. But my comfort movies are Constantine and The Mummy. I am not very good at having movies on in the background, like just doing other things like cleaning or, just like doing work or something like that. And those are my two movies that I am is definitely a comfort thing for me. And while we were talking about it, I was like, well, we just need to like sit together and have our comfort movies together. I found out that Chris doesn't like The Mummy. So I made that talk with him when I first got here, and then come to find out Chris has actually never even seen The Mummy, which
Shay,
I find disappointing.
Shay, that was very good. We'll probably edit all that out because it was a great mommy talk, and I appreciate all of it, but we are here. Michelle.
Can you hear me now?
We're back
can hear
live
you
at
now.
565.
There we go. You know what, Shay? Let's start from the beginning, man. Let's go from there. But I'm not going to edit any of it out because we never edit any of it out. Because you know what? I like the authenticity. Maybe it doesn't sound perfect every time, but there's
I'm just proud
perfection
I
in
came
the
up with
imperfection, Shay. Shay, you know what? I'm not hating on you at all. What you did, filling time with just bullshit, it's not as easy as people think, man.
It's not easy at all.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
And to go back to The Mummy real fast, because it's so weird, because you said you were talking about comfort movies, and Jess said that I hate The Mummy, which is strange because I've never seen The Mummy. I have no opinion on The Mummy.
Which I was going to say is hilarious due to the fact that I've never seen any movies, and Chris usually is like the one who sees all of them, and he's never seen it, and I think it's a total classic.
The
I don't
Mummy.
know. The
Brendan
Mummy's a
Fraser?
classic.
Yes.
I don't know. Well, okay.
Are you an
That's the
Indiana
correct-
Jones fan?
I'm a huge Indiana Jones
That's
fan.
the problem.
But
If
I'm-
you're an Indiana Jones fan, you don't like The Mummy. You cannot. The people can't
That's
like them
because
both.
people with Indiana Jones have taste.
I've never seen the Indiana Jones movies, but I have come across so many people who have, seen both of those movies, and if they are an Indiana Jones fan, I've never come across somebody that's like, I love both.
You
It's
need to see
always-
Raiders of the Lost Ark for sure, and what's the other one with the Nazis?
Temple
Temple of
Doom.
Doom.
No, not
The voice
Temple.
from the voice from
I'm thinking of the other one. Yeah, that one.
the Last
There we
Crusade.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last
Answers
Crusade,
from the
super
audience.
good. Yeah.
Now there's a new one too.
Brandon's
Is that
on
the
it.
new one? The Last Crusade. Is that the new?
Well,
one?
then there was the Crystal Skull, and then there's another one that's out right now.
There's one out right now.
Oh,
Final Destiny.
There you go.
There you go.
And
there
there
we
you
go.
go.
Brandon's on it, man.
And Harrison Ford
You know
still
what?
looks hot.
Well, this is going to be awful for just the audio, but we'll get Brandon's answer. Brandon, are you a fan of The Mummy and Indiana Jones?
One more than the other. The second Indiana Jones more than all, and then with the mummies, I just like really the one with the rock and only
Okay. Scorpion King.
Yeah.
Scorpion King.
There we go.
and then he was a villain, and then that was
And that was it.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I think it's just a cheap, cheap. The way
Cheap version of Indiana Jones.
well, yeah, because it's like the mummy is like.
I don't
coming
hate on it.
back,
I literally have. This is an opinion with anybody who's seen them both. Like,
You know what,
It really is. Like, I don't hate on it at all. I have never seen Indiana Jones. Like, my grandmother's obsessed with the Indiana Jones movies. I literally love. It's the Mummy is the first and the second, which is weird because I usually only pick one. First and the second Mummy are my comfort movies. I love them. And Constantine's phenomenal.
So my comfort movie is The Mockingjay. So I don't know, like
From Hunger Games?
Yeah, The Hunger Games. So
That's so weird.
if I can't
Mockingjay?
if I can't fall asleep at night, if I put that on, I fall asleep every single.
Is Mockingjay the second or the third one?
It's like the third one, I think.
Yeah.
Any of them though, I'll fall asleep.
I've never seen it.
And
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
fall- and I
Catching
don't-
Fire's the second one.
And I don't fall
Mockingjay.
asleep because I don't like them. I just.
Are these movies? I don't know why I thought these
Oh,
were
you don't know The
shows.
Hunger Games?
The
Yeah, I
Hunger?
do, but I swear to God, I thought they were not games. Like a series.
They're like a series
Like
of
a
books.
TV.
Yeah.
They were
I'm
books.
sorry.
They were books.
No, yeah, I think they're just.
What's your
movies.
comfort movie, Chris?
Like to just put on, like, okay.
Like you
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
want to
chill
watch
here.
something? or
You don't
wanna
mean
feel
like
better?
if it comes on TV, I'll leave it on. kind
No,
of thing.
I'm
You
talking
mean
like
if
you
I-
have to make a choice. Like you're feeling down, or you want something in the
Relax.
background,
I've
and you
seen
want to
this
clean.
a million times.
Don't have
kind
to
of
pay
thing.
attention to it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know why the first thing that came to mind was Mighty Ducks. Probably because you talk about it all the time.
I
but-
talk about that, but that's like one of those things that, like, if I watch it now, I can only watch so much. Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nostalgic, and
See,
I
that's
love
not a
it more than
comfort movie.
anything.
That's
But if
not.
I watched it now, would I like it? Like, I don't like the Goonies because I never saw it at the time.
So you can't
I
watch
can't
it,
watch
yes.
it now
You're
because
not gonna- it's not
it's
gonna
a
be the
completely
same.
different situation.
Yeah. No movie comes to mind.
Forrest Gump is always up there. Goodfellas, man, they're
Okay.
so good. Like, I could
What are
watch
they
that.
comfort movies? Like
Like,
if you-
I'm just gonna throw it on. There's nothing that I would just like put on
Just
like
because
that.
you'd
I would
be
put on
putting it on
Bob's
to watch
Burgers
it.
or some TV show that I
Okay,
could
that
just
makes
throw
sense.
on
That
works. That
in the
works.
Yeah.
background. Yeah, something like that.
That
For a
makes
movie,
sense.
I'm more of a TV background
Yeah.
person than a movie one.
I am not. Honestly, my TV, since my niece has been with me, my TV has been on more since she's been here in 5 weeks than it has since I bought a TV probably, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
My TV's been on now more in 5 years.
We
I don't
watch-
put it on. I don't
we
watch
don't watch
it.
a lot of TV either.
Yeah, I literally
save it
don't
for
watch
wintertime.
TV.
Save it for the winter.
Speaking of not watching TV, thank you for listening to this audio podcast. You can find it on iTunes, and is it called iTunes anymore? Nope. Apple Music, Apple Podcasts,
Oh, it's not
Spotify, and all
iTunes.
that other stuff. Shay, we're gonna hit the rundown with the pen. The rundown, Shay. This week we have, let's see, I have Beer of the Week, Best Outdoor Dining, second half with Brandon Johnson, and then the new news with Danny. But Danny is not here. Danny's a little under the weather, so we're going to go without the news. Although I did find a couple. Jess sent me something, but I found something else that I'm interested in because it has to do with fast food, and that's one thing I know more than anything. So maybe we'll discuss fast food at the end. But let's see. Our beer of the week this week, we're not going to get into it right now because I want to hit the other things, but we have something from Hitchhiker Faux Real, F-A-U-X, Real. It's a hazy IPA, so we're going to be tasting that during the next couple minutes, and then we're going to talk about it right after that. But let's see. What do we have? We have Brandon Johnson tonight. Like I was just saying, Michelle's here. Michelle, you're going to talk about the best outdoor dining?
I'm going to talk about some really nice outdoor dining places in Pittsburgh. I mean, we don't have a lot of stuff on the water right now, but we do have a lot of places that will transport you to make you feel like you're on vacation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Some really nice places, tranquil places, places on the water, things you wouldn't expect, maybe places you've not heard of before, but I'm excited to tell you guys about them.
The pictures you have are fantastic, as they always are. I always look forward to them because you
I
take
agree.
such good pictures, and like what you're taking pictures of is always worthwhile. Like the outdoor seating and the food is always very, very good. So I'm excited to talk to you about that. Shay, the 19th.
19th.
We have
Rhythm and Brews.
Rhythm and
so
Brews
much fun.
coming up already.
I
man.
literally already have my outfit picked out for the 19th. I'm absolutely thrilled. We have a ton of different breweries that are going to be there. It was so much fun last year. The music was fantastic. The people are fantastic. The weather was gorgeous. I mean, everything fell in line. It was absolutely perfect. I'm more than excited, and then of course everybody needs to stop down here afterwards at 565.
Absolutely,
Have
stop
some
down
drinks,
stop
live
down in
music.
the outside area. Stop down. I think you have to get tickets for the indoor area, and they may have been sold out.
Yeah.
But you can stop down for the outdoor area. That's probably where
Which
we'll
is where
be.
we were
Yeah,
last year, and it
that's
was a
where we're gonna be.
fucking blast.
Shay, there's 11th hour at Alter Genius Brew Gentlemen, which we're gonna be by Brew Gentlemen, from what I hear, by
There's a
Tavern
pizza place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
across from Pittsburgh Smoke Shop, my favorite.
Yeah.
Lincoln Avenue Brewery, Grist House, Two Phrase, Penn Brewery, Strange Roots, Trace, Full Pint, and a bunch more. So definitely follow them. Stop down and see us for there. I'm going to be giving away some prizes as well. We'll probably give away some booze too. We got to find out. Jeremy's
Drink at
coming
your
on
own
next
time
week.
and on your own risk.
Jeremy's coming on for to talk one last push for Rhythm and Brews for a little bit next week. So we'll talk to him about some beer. We also have Georgia Warder coming on next week. Super funny. We were talking. Danny was saying she just won the roast battle. I just saw that they do a roast battle
Danny?
in McKees Rocks. Danny did it. No, Georgia did. And I think
I'm
it might have
sorry.
been the second time she won. She's extremely funny. I
Oh
think
my God, that's so awesome.
she's super
for
funny.
her.
I can't wait to have her on. Jeremy will come on as well. Let's see, what else do we have down there, Shay? We have a garbage truck. We have a roll of toilet paper.
And we have the Barbie.
we have the
Barbie
movie.
bee.
The only Barbie bee is there because we've been talking to Danny about it, although Danny's not here, so I can't really talk to her about it. I finally saw it, so I was going to
can talk
discuss
about
it with
it.
her. Did you see it?
I did see it. My kids and I saw it. We glammed out. We dressed in pink.
Yeah.
We had little acrylic purses and hot pink shoes.
Oh my God.
We got center row seats. We got it before right the day the tickets went on sale. We got our tickets up in Robinson at that big.
Oh my God, Robinson Theater is
Right?
absolutely
It's a
gorgeous. Have you
Cinemark
ever been
theater.
to that theater?
I don't think I have.
Oh my
it's
God, just
awesome.
one time. You just have to go one time. Like the
I think
seats-
Robinson is too good for me.
It is. It's
Everything
too good
there
for
is
me
too
too.
good, yeah,
but
man.
I'm telling you right now, so you
I'm
should,
more of an Edgewood Town Center kind of guy.
you should go there and then go to Blaze Pizza.
You could or if you go online and buy your tickets online, you can order your food from the theater online, and they have pizza, and they'll bring it right to your chair.
are
Actually,
they
you
the
can do that at the
recliner
Monaca
chairs?
one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can.
yeah?
They'll bring you your snacks and all your food and your drinks and everything to your seat. And
Yep.
At the
Wow.
Monaca one though, at our shitty theater. It's weird.
That's
seen
where
that.
I saw this one. Michelle, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was stupid funny. Like it was.
Yeah.
I mean, people were like, "Oh, I'm never going to see the Barbie movie," or "I loved it." But it was one of those things. By the 20 minutes in, my kids and I were laughing out loud. It was
Yeah,
just,
it's the
it was just
Barbie
kind of
movie, man.
funny. It was
People who
Barbie.
get upset about it.
It was Barbie. I mean,
I
and we pointed out that when my kids were little, that's how we played with dolls. Like they throw them, they toss them, they don't,
Yeah.
they don't.
Don't
interact
tell me
with
too
them
much.
away.
I haven't seen that.
I went into it without expecting anything. I heard a lot of people were into it. I laughed out loud a lot.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot.
They need
yeah.
to do the hashtag
funny.
laugh out loud, not
It was
LOL
funny.
laugh out loud. Because
The whole thing with Ryan Gosling was hilarious
He's
with
so
it.
funny.
When
I
you
love
see
him.
shit, if you watch it with horses and stuff, it's so
The Mojo Dojo house. They call
Oh
it
my
Mojo
God, I've seen the
Dojo.
memes where it's
Casa
like
House.
all the
Yeah,
guys.
Mojo
Yeah,
Dojo Casa House. It
yeah.
was so fun. It was it was good. It was.
Yeah.
It had a good message too for women. Not to take it there. But
Oh, yeah,
It
no.
just had a good message for women. Just to be a good role model that things are different for everyone. So, but I would see it again for sure, and we would get dressed up again.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you wear pink, Chris?
I didn't. I actually wore all black, which is funny because I wore black jeans and a black T-shirt. Which, if you watch the movie, at one point, all the Kens dressed in all black. Yeah.
Oh, I
so
love that.
It did look like I was
That's
there
probably
for
what I
my
would wear.
fourth time, and I was like, I'm Team Ken.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
You were there.
I would probably go see it again. I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. So let's see. Let me touch on these two real quick. Shay, I have a garbage truck and I have a roll of toilet paper. Which
I see
one
that.
tickles your fancy more? Because
The toilet paper.
The toilet paper. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get both of your opinions. We'll get Brandon's opinion later on because we want to hear his voice in it. So I'll ask him later. And I want to know if I'm a hero, which that's what I think I am, a hero, or am I overstepping my boundaries? Because I am as you see in the picture here, which you need to watch YouTube and see the pictures. We have the toilet paper going over top.
It's wrong. It's so wrong.
What?
It's wrong.
I did not expect that response from you.
There could be a spider under there.
You're an under kind of person?
There could be anything sitting under that little piece of toilet paper. A bug, anything. I mean, you're going to reach your hand there and grab that toilet paper. Maybe like a centipede hiding in there. No.
I think the same thing could happen if it was under, because now it's behind the whole entire roll.
Yeah, but you're
underneath
gonna roll it
that.
down. If there's something there, it's just going to fall on the floor and crawl away. This way it's probably ending in your hand.
Shay,
I don't know.
you're doing the worst thing you can do, and that's argue with logic. Okay? It would be the exact same thing, just a mirror image. And I remember seeing something, and it stuck with me, and it's so true. Beards are cool, mullets are not, man. It goes over the front, not from the back.
I agree.
And if you look up the patent, Michelle, okay, the way that it was invented is over the top. Okay, so that's the way it was meant to be.
Okay.
That being said, I'm very passionate about this, okay?
You are.
I always do that.
Yes.
If Jess at home will put it the other way, I change it. Now, this is why I asked, do I go over the top? Because now I do it other places, man. I'll do it in public places. If I go to your house, Shay, and you have it wrong,
I'm fixing
I'll
it.
fix it.
Oh my God.
I'll fix it because it's wrong, okay?
Do you go bathroom to bathroom and fix it? Or you just like go to the main
I don't
bathroom?
like go out with the intent on finding. It's like the owls on our set, man. I don't go out looking for an owl.
But when
if
you find
if
it,
I find
you-
one, then
you buy it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
And if I find toilet paper that is
Wrong.
under, I don't want to call myself a hero. But it might
Michelle,
fit.
you should have us over one day, just for no reason at all.
Sure. Well, I know what I'm going to do to mess with you, Chris. If you come over, all the toilet paper's going to go the backwards way.
Oh, I get
Do
so
you
upset
agree?
about
Same thing with the paper towels.
Oh, my paper towels never make it to the roll. They just
You know
sit
how
on
like you
them.
have the under the counter.
It would be the same if I did, but the way I have them are vertical. So
Yeah,
just,
I have the
yeah.
vertical ones too. Yeah.
But if
yeah,
I
yeah.
did, I would. Yeah, I'm
it's
consistent.
easier to rip.
Yeah.
It's easier to rip
I
if
go
it's
through them
over.
too fast, so I just rip it and I use them so fast.
Yeah. I
Michelle,
understand.
everything you have to say is bullshit. As long as you say it's under, man. Everything after that,
I'm
I
sending you
don't
pictures
care.
of my bathroom whenever I get home tonight.
He'll have a panic attack.
I know. I will. I will. It will make me very
You'll be
anxious.
sweating.
I'm gonna need you to fix it and send me a picture again that it's fixed. That's funny. Then you can do what you want with it.
It bothers me too much, which brings me to the last point, Shay. We have the garbage truck. And it's not just the garbage men. I'm not pointing out anything about the garbage men. I'm a big fan of my garbage being taken away. Shay, I'm a big fan, man.
Facts.
That's me saying things while I'm trying to listen to the video. So I'm a big fan, okay? What I don't like is them taking my shit out, which, okay, maybe I should start from the beginning. My beef with them. They will only take shit out of my garbage can that's in a plastic bag. I put things in a paper bag. Nah.
They don't take it.
I had all the garbage I went to Gecko the other day, and they give you paper bags. I had all the trash from my car. I threw it in the paper bag, throw it in the garbage can. They said pound salt. It needs to be in a garbage bag.
I'm sorry. So they touch it with their hands and grab everything out? Why
I
don't
thought they just
fucking
grabbed the
pick it up
thing and
dump it?
dumped it. But I guess no. So I guess this is the war they're wagering, and whatever. It's stupid, but whatever. I'll throw it in a plastic bag. What I don't like, Shay, I put my garbage cans at the end of the driveway, man. When you're done with them, you
Put 'em
don't
back.
need to throw them 40 feet away.
Put 'em back.
You don't need to drop kick them.
Agreed.
Put 'em
You
back.
don't need to take the lid and throw it to the east and take the fucking garbage can and throw it to the west.
Okay,
You don't
but
need to
that
do
doesn't-
any of that.
That doesn't make any sense to me, because if they're not picking it up and dumping it, then why the hell isn't it it's in a different spot? Like, if you're just taking the trash out of it and throwing the trash bags away, then the trash can itself should actually never fucking
They're
move.
taking it out with such haste and malice
And they
that
kick
the
it.
garbage can flies away,
That's
man.
great.
But that brings me to my bigger point, Shay. It's not just that, man.
Okay.
It's nothing about that, man. If you had that job, you'd fall into the same complacency, okay?
Yeah.
You'd do the same thing.
Right.
The issue is not having competition. That's what I think. Because there's only one garbage can in the garbage guy that
Yeah.
can do the area.
Yeah.
He's a monopoly, man. He'll do what he wants. What? I don't like it? What? Am I going to go somewhere else? I can't.
Yeah.
Same with the fucking Comcast and Bellevue and shit. Okay? You don't like the internet? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sucks.
It
Sorry
doesn't
about it.
matter. There was one other one. Fuck, what did I have? Oh, the DMV, man. The DMV is the worst. What, you're going to go somewhere else and get your license? You can't do it. Everywhere, and it's mostly government and stuff like that, where it's like you can't go anywhere else, the customer service suffers greatly, man.
I agree.
I'm not for it, man.
No. I'm your one and only, so I'm gonna do what I want and not get in trouble.
And I'm not bashing these people or anything, but it does seem to be that the places where you don't have your option, you know, if I go to McDonald's and I don't like it, I'll go to Wendy's, not in Bellevue, obviously. I'll go to Burger King or whatever.
Yeah.
I won't go to Dairy Queen and Beaver.
Right.
You know, we were talking about this earlier. There's certain places I won't go, but you can go somewhere else, man.
Yeah.
But with
you
this,
have choices.
I can't
options.
go. I can't get Xfinity and Comcast in certain areas.
No.
It's wild, Shay.
It's annoying.
Jeez.
So I
So
feel
much
like
passion.
I think
Disrespect.
people should take more pride in what they do, though.
Yeah.
It's not like it's I don't, you know, you're not going to do anything else, so fuck you kind of thing.
Right.
I don't like it, man.
No.
I'm taking the time to put my paper bag in a plastic bag for you, man. Don't drop kick my trash.
That's annoying.
Sure.
We don't even have trash cans on my street. Like, you don't put anything in a trash can. You literally just have to put your trash bag out on the road.
I don't get how every, like, municipality or whatever borough you're in, like, the garbage is so different.
I don't understand
with
it.
everything.
When I lived in Beaver, on the just the street that I lived on, it wasn't all of Beaver. It was the street that I lived on. You weren't allowed to take your trash cans to the sidewalk. The garbage men go. They go to the back of your house. They drag your trash can to the front.
And then
dump
throw it across the street.
No, they have to take it back.
Oh.
No, it might be thrown back there,
Yeah.
but they have to take it back. You're not allowed to take it to the just because of the street that I lived on. And now where I live right now, you don't have a trash can. You just take your bag, which sucks. Thank God I live alone, because my trash doesn't get filled up like a parent's trash or somebody who has like multiple people in their house. It's because I can only take my trash out once a week.
Yeah.
And like that's that. And since I have raccoons, it's not like I can put it on the back porch. It's real weird. Trash time is really weird. It doesn't make sense. It's not consistent town to town.
It's not. Shay, I agree with you 1,000%, but I'm looking at the time and we're like 22 minutes in. We got to definitely hit the beard so we can get on
Toilet
that.
paper and trash cans.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we're all copacetic on that and we all agree with me.
If I get drunk, well, I'll pass out on the floor now, baby. You won't bother me no more.
I need a beer.
If you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend, and I'll say, I think I have myself a beer.
I need a beer. This week we have from Hitchhiker, Faux Real, Hazy IPA with Nelson, Cashmere, and Simcoe hops. Shay, we'll start with you, as always. We use the Guy Fieri flavor ranking system. It's a 4-star system. From 1 star to 4 stars, we start with 1 star Gangster, 2 stars Out of Bounds, 3 stars Shut the Front Door, and number 4, the highest you can get, Flavor Town. Shay, your beer this week.
So it's giving off similar vibes to last week's, because I know I talked a lot about the can last week and like the octopus and stuff, and it's giving off octopus vibes, but I don't think that that's what it's supposed to be, due to the fact that there's spaceships on it. But that's what it's giving off. Now the taste, if it's really really good, it doesn't have like any type of like really fruity taste, but it doesn't taste severely like hoppy, where it's like
You're
that
right.
kind of, like, that dirty
You're right.
taste.
For a hazy, it's not very
Yeah.
fruity.
No, it's not. It's not very fruity. It just tastes. It tastes like a high class IPA. Like, yeah, it's good. I like it. I'll drink the whole thing. I'm actually already halfway through it. I think for this one, I do really like it, but I do think I'm going to go out of bounds for this one.
I mean, it is out of bounds.
But I like it. It's good. It's what, 5.5%?
5.5.
Yeah, I like it.
5.5.
It's good. I'll finish
It
the whole
is.
thing before the show's
It
over.
kind of tastes a little bit more than 5.5, but it's that whole IPA thing, and then you find out it's a little bit lower. A lot of times you get it the other way, which is dangerous, where it's
Yeah.
like the for a bigger craft beer place like Southern Tier, they have that 2-time haze, which is 8.2%. All
Yeah.
their 2 times are all like that. They don't taste like it.
No.
They're dangerous.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
This one, if I didn't taste it, I would think it was like 6.2, 6.4. It's 5.5. It's slightly more than a light beer. And I agree with you. It's definitely not as fruit forward as you would think
No,
from most.
but the
beers.
aftertaste is really good. You can actually feel it calm down. Like when you first sip it, like you can really taste it. But then once that taste starts to kind of go down and it just sits on your tongue, you can actually feel it like drop.
Yeah,
like
you get that initial
yeah.
flavor on your palate, and then once you get it,
it gets
like,
really
yeah.
calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely, Michelle. What are we going with?
Listen to you guys and your beer lingo.
Oh my god,
I know,
I
Shay.
am literally a professional now.
I can't believe Shay. I can't believe Shay,
We
man.
should do a comparison to the very first time I explained a fucking
You were
beer.
drinking no cap, crab apple, natty light, the first one, man.
Grow up.
It was, man.
I was drinking Natty Light. It was
I know.
sours. It was
Because
Natty
I
Light
didn't-
sours.
And Fireball
Yeah.
probably behind your chair.
Yeah, no, Fireball always, all the time. I just stopped that recently.
Fireball.
Yeah. I
didn't
mean,
know
having
that.
it on the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you if you wanted to shot earlier. Michelle, what are we going with for?
Yeah, I agree. It's not as hoppy, which I'm
For
not,
real.
I'm not a big hoppy type of person, but I'm going to go with Shut the Front Door because I feel like it has a lighter flavor than IPAs we've had in the past. And I would probably drink a second one of these.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I enjoy the fact that I can taste it, like go down a little bit, like dissolve out the taste.
I like it. I'm a big hazy IPA guy. I like the fruitier one. So while I like it, it's not my favorite. It's lacking in some flavor that I would normally like. So I'm going.
I mean, it is out of bounds.
But like you were saying, it tastes like a really quality IPA.
Yeah.
But for a hazy one, I kind of want something a little more almost tropical vibe.
I agree.
Not that I expect that, but that's it's my pal.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's talk to Michelle. Michelle, you have 5 spots, 5 outdoor places, right?
I do. I've found 5 great outdoor places. And talking about tropical, some of these places will like take you like you're on vacation emotionally, at least while
I
you're
love
eating.
that.
Yeah. So
I
let
want
me know
that.
whenever your photos are up.
Oh, yeah. You're good.
Okay, so the first one I want to tell you guys about is called Redfin Blues, and it's a seafood-ish place that's on the north side, right on the water, and it's a restaurant that's built right into a marina.
Yeah.
So if you get there early enough and you get a place on their beautiful deck, which I think there's a photo of if you're watching, there's boats that are parking there, there's boats coming in and out, you've got a great view of the bridge, and boats going underneath the bridge, like going back and forth, and it has a real summer vibe. Like the deck feels summery. It made me feel like I wanted to be at the beach or at the lake somewhere. And so I ended up with the grilled shrimp, the lime shrimp, because what's more beachy, I think, than that.
Yeah, I agree.
So I got the appetizer of the grilled shrimp, and they came on a skewer, and they had like a spicy dipping sauce on the side, which was really, really good. I also got the calamari. They look like onion rings if you're looking at the picture, but they were huge. They're like they're literally the size of an onion ring, and they came with a spicy aioli sauce, and they were so amazing. I had to ask, so I asked the waitress if they battered them there, but they do not. But despite that, they were still probably some of the best calamari I've ever had in the area. They weren't fishy at all.
Did they do a sauce with them?
Yeah, it was like a spicy aioli sauce.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just said
No,
that.
that's
didn't
okay.
you?
I love
So there were
spicy aioli.
there were 2 spicy sauces on the table. So I was just mixing the shrimp sauce with the calamari sauce, and it was very good. And because I felt like I was on vacation and there was kind of like music playing and there was a little tropical bar at the restaurant behind me, I ended up getting the grilled chicken salad with pineapple. It was called the Hawaiian Bowl.
Oh.
And it was different. I mean, it had like a honey mustard dressing and had some nuts on top of it. The grilled chicken was very light. It went down really easy. So I got one to go, an extra one to take home, and it didn't make it home very well, probably because the pineapple, like maybe dissolved the lettuce a little bit. Maybe it was too acidic. But this is Redfin Blues. I highly recommend it for lunchtime.
I have 2 things.
Yep.
One question for you and then one comment. For Redfin Blues, that whole area, there's like a whole walking path. You can rent a
there
bike
is.
and stuff. It's really nice down there. There's some like
You've been there?
Yeah, I've gone on a walk down there. I haven't eaten there, but I've gone on a walk down there
Yeah.
and taken pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a bridge and you can rent bikes. Like I was just saying, it's cool over there.
Comment.
My question. Oh, that's what it was with the pineapple. Are you a pineapple on pizza kind of girl?
I mean, I won't refuse it if it's on there. If there's a pizza in front of me that has pineapple, but I'm not going to order it that way.
That's exactly how I am.
Good answer. I would eat it too, but it's,
If I
I'm
redeem
not gonna
myself from
order
toilet
it.
Paper,
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
If I redeem
Did she
myself from-
redeem herself from the
Yeah.
toilet paper comment? No.
Not yet. No.
No.
As long as you always go 2-ply, because
funny.
that's the one thing. Like you can't cheap out on the toilet paper, man.
Oh God.
You got to
true.
take care of the anus. It takes care of you, Shay. Let's go
So-
to number 4.
What kind of? I'm sorry. What kind of? I just want one question. What kind
Yeah.
of sauce was on? I was like, is my Siri?
Scroll to Siri and dictation.
Siri just wants to be a part of things.
Siri's just
Sweet.
talking to us. What was the question about? The alien?
What kind of sauce was on your salad? What kind of dressing was on the salad?
It was a honey mustard dressing.
Did you like that with the sweetness of the pineapple, or would you
I
prefer
did not.
something spicy?
I would have preferred something maybe lighter, like a olive oil with maybe poppy seed, or,
okay,
or like
yeah.
a lemon vinaigrette or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Lemon vinaigrette, just because it had a tropical feel to it because of the pineapple.
Yeah.
But
What about a habanero vinaigrette?
I would have,
or that,
yeah,
or
I
something
would have
like
liked
that.
something like super salty or super spicy,
Yeah,
something
to go
that
with that
completely
pineapple.
like opposite of the pineapple.
It was, but like I
Yeah.
said, the place was good. I can't wait to go back. I hope to make it back before the end of the summer, just because it just really gives that vacation vibe.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to number 4.
Number 4, Coughlin's Law, and it's called Coughlin's Law Beer and Ale House. It's up on Mount Washington, and it's been there for quite a few years. They're really well known for their brunch boards. So you go with a group or go with a couple, and then they give you the board. You order the board. It has the pancakes and massive amounts of bacon.
Is it like
stuff.
family style with enough
Family
for
style
multiple
on their
people?
brunches. I didn't go for that.
Yeah.
I went up separately for the view. They have a nice deck on the outside. They put a cover on a couple of years ago, and you can see the pictures.
Oh my
and it does, even though it's
God.
not like on the end of Mount Washington, like where Altius and some of those higher end restaurants are. It still has a really good view of the city.
Yeah.
and the parking's not that hard there, and the restaurant's very reasonably priced.
I feel like if you go to a restaurant where they have that metal fry container, that cup,
It's going to be good.
it means they're going to charge $2 more for every burger.
Absolutely. But that burger, bye.
That makes it $14.
Or no, that's
instead
a
of
chicken
$12,
sandwich.
man.
It's a burger.
Oh,
That burger looks insane, though.
It's the
Yeah.
Coughlin's
Yeah.
burger, and it had cheese on it. It had cheddar. It was smoked cheddar, arugula, pickles, and smoked aioli. And when it came out, down at the bottom right, if people were watching, there looks like a little dome with smoke in
Yeah.
it. That was
Yeah.
the service. That's how they brought it to me. And
The burger.
the burger was under that.
Oh,
dome.
wow.
It was smoked under there. I guess the bartender had smoked it, maybe as they smoke a drink
Yeah.
there. I wasn't expecting that. So
Yeah.
the foodie in me was like, oh my God, panic. So she lifted the lid before I had a chance to take a picture of the smoke coming out. So I did have the one picture here, but didn't actually get a video of the
Yeah.
awesomeness. But it was kind of a cute presentation considering this is mostly a bar restaurant on
Yeah.
top of Mount Washington. I also had the beer braised cauliflower tacos.
Oh, okay.
They were so good. I mean, you think, oh, okay, cauliflower, but that was really tasty. It
Yeah.
had like pickled vegetables on it. Had some avocado. It was very light. In fact, see that?
I did.
It was very
did.
light. Some bug just died by me. I ate all three.
This
of the-
has been a disaster all day. Just the Wi-Fi. We have Siri yelling at us.
I don't know.
There's bugs
Don't
attacking
say
us. Our
the
pets'
name.
heads are falling off.
Oh, God, I don't know. I mean, they have all kinds of burgers there, though, and like I said, they're well known for their brunch on the weekends and that view. So if you get there early enough, if you don't get there early enough, they do have a bar. They have like doors that open to the outside patio facing
Yeah.
the street. So there is a lot of outdoor dining there, other than this dining. But if you're lucky, you get to see the city whenever you get there.
All right, let's go to number 3.
So OTB in North Park, so Over the Bar, is a restaurant in North Park. They also have one in Hastings in Upper St. Clair, and it's the same menu.
Oh,
They
okay.
both
So
have-
there's more than one. I didn't know that.
So there's one in North Park, and so it's in the old boathouse
Right.
with the pictures
I
there.
know that one,
So
yeah.
that you can rent out canoes there or bikes, and then the restaurant's inside the building. But they have this wonderful outdoor patio, and to my recollection, it was one of the only patios that stayed open during COVID. So they had heaters out there, so if you wanted to eat during COVID, you were allowed to go outside, by yourself or with your friends or whatever and eat. But they have fire pits that fill up very quickly. They also, like I said, have one down in Hastings in Upper St. Clair. It's built a little bit different. It has a giant back patio instead of this, or they have music, but the menu is generally the same.
Yeah.
So we started with the pretzels, and they actually make them here locally at the pretzel shop downtown. They serve it with this yummy beer cheese, and I stacked them like that, but they didn't last very long. They're nice and soft. I like a hot pretzel, so I don't know. We'd like to have a hot pretzel.
If you would look at my diet of the last 3 months, my soft pretzel intake has gone up 400%.
So good, right?
I've just been
They're
eating
so
those.
good.
And since Abby Elias has been on, and we were talking about Joey Chestnut hot dog eating. I've just been making hot dogs with putting nacho cheese on them. They're so good, man.
I like that
Yeah.
too.
On the
And then I
bun?
and then I go to bed. And then
Yeah.
I wonder why my stomach is just
Yeah,
Yeah.
destroyed.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
Buffalo chicken and nacho cheese, and then immediately laying down.
Oh yeah, not a good idea at all. I mean, unless you're gonna down that with a couple shots of something.
Yeah. So definitely stop it.
So my preference at the OTBs are their burgers are really, really, really good. They're known for their Dirt Rag Delight Burger, and that's named after a Dirt Rag magazine, which is a bicycle magazine, because it's a bicycle themed bars.
Okay.
And I didn't get that one, but they slather peanut butter on it.
Oh,
So good. I mean, they put American cheese, pickles, peanut butter
my
on.
brother does that.
It's
The
so
peanut
good.
butter.
It's in this. The
Did
peanut-
you like it with peanut butter?
I've had it before, and yes, I do like it with peanut butter. It's something about the peanut butter and the pickle mix, like the salt from the peanut. And they make the peanut butter there themselves. They hand grind it, which is kind of cool. But this time around, I got the trail burger, which was stacked with really thick cut bacon, fried onion straws, which made all the difference that day, and tomato slices, and had an aioli on the top as well. And it serves with their house-made chips. And their chips are the bomb. So I like French fries, but if they have a house-made chip, I'm totally getting that, and I'm dipping it in ranch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, ranch for sure.
So we had ranch all over the table, or beer cheese, or whatever. The chips were dipped in lots of things. And then we also got the Rachel Carlson, which is the buffalo chicken wrap. The buffalo chicken was tossed in buffalo sauce, obviously, and served with a warm pita, and had a side of chips as well.
Oh, and a pita.
And it was nice and warm pita too, and they also served with ranch. So again, the place has a great view. The food's pretty good. I recommend the burgers there. They always come out really nice.
I've kayak there. It's cool. You can do a lot of things there. You can just walk around. It's a nice little area.
got
I
a
think they have like a thing in like the trees there, like
They
some
do.
kind of like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a zip line or some kind of thing.
It's like one of those tree top things where you can like balance through the trees.
Oh, is
There
that
might
what it
be a
is?
zip line to get down.
Yeah.
You have to look online. It does have an extra cost to that. I've never done it. I never will because I'm terrified of heights. But you can do kayaks there. You can do paddle boards there.
Yeah.
There's a path around the lake that's 3 miles. The one that's 5 miles.
Wow.
I love North Park. I used to live up that way.
All right, let's get to number 2.
So we're now on to Fish Nor Fowl, which is a Richard Deschamps property, and he's the one that owns Taco and Meat and Potatoes. And
I love meat and potatoes.
He has like 8 super good restaurants.
so many. Every restaurant, everything he opens is gold, like
Yeah.
seriously gold. And this is a newer concept. It's on Penn Avenue. You can see the pretty outdoor dining if you're watching. It's slightly covered, so if it's a sunny day, you don't have to worry too much about it. He's got cute little red chairs and a great mural painted on the wall for the fish on there to look at. The problem was the day that we went there, we were in the middle of that Canadian fog. And they wouldn't let us sit outside. So although we enjoyed the meal and took pictures outside, we didn't get to sit out there. The difference between this one and some of the other ones is there is a road right in front of it. So I
Damn
can't attest to
Canada,
the noise.
man.
Where the other ones are kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah.
So when we got there, I had already stocked the menu, so I knew exactly what I wanted. And of course, when I got there, it was not on the menu anymore. So they
That would be so upsetting.
It was so frustrating. But it's just a warning. So they do rotate their menu pretty regularly to keep it fresh. But we started with their focaccia bread. And you have to order that. They don't give it to you for free. And they came with a great dipping oil. But because we went to pump things up, we got the white bean hummus, which was white beans with lemon and sun-dried tomatoes.
Okay.
It had a little bit of oil inside. It's that puddle on the plate, if you can see it.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was super smooth. I tried to replicate this at home with my blender. I tried it with a Ninja. I've tried it with a hand chopper. I cannot replicate the smoothness of those beans. But I currently have 3 cans of white beans sitting on my counter. I will try again this weekend because it was so good. I mean, I'm definitely going to have to go back. We also got the spicy meatballs that were in a marinara sauce, and it was served with garlic bread. And I don't eat a lot of pasta. I'm a meat eater. But I ordered the bucatini pasta there because I had just come back from vacation and we had bucatini pasta at a high-end restaurant in Washington, D.C. So I'm like, I got to try this out. And I don't know if you know what bucatini pasta is, but it's almost like it's hollow inside. So when you cook it, it kind of plumps up and it gives a real meaty bite. So it's delicious. And this pasta had a marinara sauce on it, which had pork cheek, like meat in there. It also had pecorino cheese. It had San Marzo? Tomatoes, something like that. They were good ones. Onions. And it was
The good ones.
the good ones. The ones you buy in the expensive section of the grocery store, not the kind buy with tomato
Not
pasta.
the normal people.
Right,
Tomato.
exactly. But the pasta was so thick, it just rolled up, and I could eat that all day, every day, and that would make me a pasta eater for sure. I would definitely go back to this place again. I would like to sit outside and see what it was like, but that pasta was.
That's what my mom says. She's obsessed with bucatini pasta.
So good.
She has to specially order
I
it.
actually brought some in.
Yeah.
I should have probably cooked
I
it.
forgot you did that.
It's almost like a pasta straw
Yeah.
with a little.
It's
hole
literally a pasta straw. Yeah.
So I brought it. I didn't think we were going to eat it, but who knows? Maybe we'll boil it later. But yeah, so I brought it in. I had to get this on Amazon because I wasn't able to find it anywhere. But it just says bucatini, product of Italy, and has a big giant 14. So I don't know if that's the size of the pasta. I'm not.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not
sure.
a pasta expert.
They might be 14 inches.
Maybe.
Well, when you think of if you put a dollar
It
bill
looks
against it
slightly
and
longer
add,
than it.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. We'll go to number 1.
So number 1, again, so this place is called Magnolia and Pine, and it's in Gibsonia. So it's a little bit up in the North Hills, a little bit out of the way. It's still a pretty new restaurant. It's not even quite a year old, but their outdoor seating is the bomb. And what makes it, they've got multiple fire pits, and they've got lots of umbrellas out there. We sat near the bar area, which is a covered patio area, but still outside. And the thing that makes it so nice is it's completely covered with trees in the back. Like there's no closed
nice.
highway. The whole back was, so there's a fence, there's the tables, but then there's all these beautiful grown trees. It's not like small trees. I mean, like a forest.
Yeah.
And the food was really good. The service was really nice. When we got there, we of course had calamari on the menu, so I can't pass that up. So we ordered the calamari. They hand bread that in the restaurant.
What kind of sauce did they do with that one?
That was like, it was a spicy chipotle sauce. And then if you're looking at the picture, you can see in the back end there's like fried shrimp, and that's what that was. It was beer battered shrimp. It came with the calamari. Yeah. We could have just ate the whole plate of calamari. It was really, really good. I don't know if it was as good as the Redfin Blues ones, but it was still worthy of a shout out. And then we ordered the mussels in a tomato based sauce with garlic bread, and those were perfectly cooked. They weren't gritty at all. Sometimes you get a mussel and it's just a little bit gritty. They were just really lovely. And, we dipped the bread, and we were still hungry. So we ended up with the BLT, which is the sandwich sitting there, which was by far the most beautiful thing on the table. It was thick cut bacon with cheese on a Texas toast like bread, and then it was served with a pretty good portion of French fries. And we cut it in half just so you could see it. And
Yeah, that bacon is, I would have never guessed that was bacon. It's
so,
extremely
so
thick.
Yeah. It was so thick. A triple layer bacon sandwich, and that's like heaven right there. And then because somebody had to be healthy at the table, we ordered the Mediterranean salad, and that came with a giant grilled chicken breast, and it had all the good stuff on it. The good olives, it wasn't cheap. They didn't cheap out on anything. It had all the green olives and black olives and the ones that you would like with feta cheese on the salad. So that's my 5 top picks. I hope to make it back to all 5 of them, to be quite honest. I can't say that I would pick a favorite out of these groups. But I think everyone, if you're looking for a little vibe of summer, then check out one of these places for sure. And I'll have some pictures posted on my page the next couple of days in case people were just listening.
Yeah, definitely. Michelle, please tell everybody where they can find you and find all your pictures and anything else.
So you can find me on Instagram at Pittsburgh Foodie Girls, at Pittsburgh_foodie_girls. And I post pretty regularly there, and sometimes we have contests for giveaways from different restaurants. But I love trying new stuff around the burg, and if anybody has a suggestion for me, feel free to reach out and let me know. I was actually at a barbecue contest this weekend.
I was just gonna say, Michelle, in like a minute, tell us about the barbecue thing.
So we it was Busy Beaver Hardware. They have this is their second annual barbecue contest. They asked me to be a judge, and it was a pretty big deal. And I didn't know I had to talk until I got there. So thank God for this podcast, or else I'd probably passed out like a fainting goat.
Right.
But they had 16.
Thank God for this podcast.
I'm sorry, they had
yet
11,
again.
They had 11 competitors. They each had to make a chicken wing, a burger, and a rib, and we had to taste every one of them. So there were 33 tastings.
Oh my
and
God.
I was actually a judge along with Charlie Batch. So there's on the panel with me. So we had a really good time, and hopefully they invite me back again. Hopefully
So they want chicken, beef, and pork.
chicken, beef, and pork.
I like that.
Yeah, but most of it was smoked. So I'm not. I like smoked wings, and I like ribs. But by the time I got to the end of the ribs, a lot of that stuff was tasting a lot alike. But those burgers, let me tell you something. I'm still thinking about some of them. Those burgers were so good.
Oh my God.
They were so talented. So thank them.
How did you feel judging? Was it hard? Was it fun?
It wasn't hard. No, it wasn't hard until the group started like coming towards us, because I can always tell, because it was blind. I didn't know whose was whose. They just gave it by number. But I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and I did walk around in advance and check out what people were doing, because I wanted to know who had their own sauce and who was using bottled sauce and stuff like that. So we did have an audience. My daughters were there. I think they were cheering me on, but they were. I was definitely giving them the
big Charlie Batch guys. Yeah.
Exactly. But it was a lot of fun. Busy Beaver sponsored a nice event, and hopefully they'll do it again next year and invite me back.
Yeah, that sounds really fun.
That's so fun.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much for coming on, telling
I
us
always
all
enjoy
those.
this.
Yeah, it's always so good. Like I said, the pictures are great. Make sure everybody listening, please go out there, follow Pittsburgh _foodie _girls _ follow Michelle, all her pictures, all that good stuff. We'll tag her and all of that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We'll do the weekend update, PGH with Courtney from Stealing Pittsburgh, and then we'll be back with